Okay.
Okay.
How's everyone doing?
Is that how we want to start?
You know what? Well, I think we should start by reading the news on
No.
the Everything app.
I think
Let's see what's in the news today.
Let's see what's in the news. Give us a headline.
Sam, how was your day? What have you done so far today?
Absolutely nothing, really. I
Oh.
took a shower.
That's
I
good.
got ready.
That's good.
I went and grabbed lunch. That's
Nice.
really it.
Trump vows U.S. response after saying Iran shot down a helicopter carrying 2 crew members near the coast of Oman.
This is a news I'd like to read all day, every single day.
Yeah.
I don't want to know about Crazy Taxi or Sonic Evangelion. I don't want to know about that. Look at, oh my god, see, you like this. Mitski announces 10th anniversary edition of Puberty 2. You don't care about that?
I think you need to get out of the habit of scrolling. Weren't you telling me that you don't do that anymore?
I actually don't. But like, this is news, like, because I need to know.
Maturing is realizing Charlie Kirk was transgender.
It's a really
Happy
good
Pride
tweet.
Month!
Happy
Oh my
Pride
gosh,
Month.
it's Pride Month.
It
Happy
is.
Pride Month.
Happy
Is
Pride.
We're
what's our
halfway through Pride Month.
what
Are we?
our first episode for Pride Month was No.
It was, yeah. June
Yeah, was
1st,
it?
then,
Okay,
you
it was
know.
Interstellar
Yeah.
and Project Hail Mary. And to
You're saying
continue,
Project Hail Mary is Interstellar for gay people. That's the top review
really?
of that movie.
No.
is that actually?
Yeah, on Letterboxd.
Okay.
I don't
Well,
think...
I
this
don't think
episode.
any other human being has ever had that
No.
thought.
Well,
but-
this
No.
episode is actually our Pride Month episode because we're covering
Yeah.
Portrait of a Lady on
Yes,
Fire
and
and
then-
the Book of Eli.
I'm gonna be
Oh,
so
God.
honest, I didn't even realize what the Book of Eli was about.
Mhm.
And so it's really funny that this was...
We should have
Lady
thought
on
that
Fire.
through more.
Yeah,
We
maybe a
definitely
little
should.
bit.
I'm gonna be honest. So I thought it was like a biblical thing. I thought the Book of Eli was a real thing. But then Sam told me, no, I think the Book of Eli, as in it's Eli's book, and I was like, that's fucking
Yeah.
stupid.
No,
and then
he, like,
we watched the
We
movie.
started the movie and he's like,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's like a religious thing. I'm like,
Well,
I don't
there's
know. And he's like,
religious
you grew up in a
themes.
Catholic school. How do you not know this? I'm like, I don't think I've ever heard of this.
Yeah,
And
no,
he's
I
like,
was
"Wait."
wrong. It's
I was
just
like,
Eli's book.
Yeah.
But I don't think the title implies religion. It's like the
No.
Book of Boba Fett. That's not a
Yeah,
religion
I'm like-
show.
Does
Yeah.
it not sound like a biblical thing? Like the Book of... Isn't
Is
that like
there
a...
Eli in the
I
Bible?
mean,
Is there a guy named
I
Eli?
hope-
don't
Probably.
think so.
I know Eli Roth.
Before I watched the movie, like I didn't even know it was about religion until I read your review and you said like,
You
oh,
re-
I don't know, like, well,
Oh.
your first one.
Oh, okay.
Like
yeah.
I don't normally like movies about religion, but I really like this one. I was like, oh, so the book that he's talking about is the Bible.
Okay, well, let's do the intro and then we
Oh,
can
yeah.
talk about the movies.
Well,
Yeah.
anyways, I'm Sam.
What?
Welcome to Reelden. I'm Sam.
I'm Spawn.
I'm Alex.
I'm Avery.
I was gonna say welcome to Reelden after, but okay.
That's not how we do things.
My bad. This is a podcast where 3 film buffs try to reel in their non-film buff friend into their world of cinema, and she tries to do the same. Which, of course, is, in this case, like, me, Asman, and Alex are the film buffs, and Avery is the non-film buff. And for this week, it was my recommendation, and of course, Avery's recommendation. And so I recommended Portrait of a Lady on Fire, which I think if I had a 5th spot on my Letterboxd top 4, that would be my 5th.
Okay.
That's fair.
Because I really love that movie. And then
Okay.
Avery
Too.
recommended The Book of Eli.
Yes.
Yeah.
Great movie.
I should
If I had a 5th spot, it would be it wouldn't.
No.
Top
I
10.
hope to God,
It's in your top 10.
10
I'd
is
say.
crazy.
I mean, you
I
wrote
love
like
this
a really
movie.
long review.
I
when you
did,
rewatched
dude.
it,
Guys,
so-
it's a unique. I love this movie.
Well, we'll get to the Book
I'll
of
get
Eli.
yes. We'll
Yeah.
talk about
eventually.
Portrait of a Lady on Fire.
Yes.
Which you guys like gave me a brief slow burn.
What did we tell you?
It was a slow burn romance about 2 girls. That was
Yeah.
it.
Basically.
Did we tell you it was French? I feel like we said that. At
No,
some point.
you
said
did not.
that.
Did you?
I
Maybe I
did.
wasn't paying attention. I started it.
God,
And
subtitles.
I saw it was
You
in
had
French.
to read words. I'm so
No,
sorry we did
I
that
was
to
like,
you.
please, for the love of God, tell me there's another one. But no, it was in French. Which I will say, this is such a side note, but because I speak French, right? So I can like,
Do you?
So
yeah.
you don't even need the subtitles.
well, I
No.
still
Can you say
like. I
something in
prefer to
French?
have it.
Please.
Bonjour.
Can you say the
Speak
title in
French the
French?
rest
Say
of
the
the
title in
podcast.
French.
What's portrait in French? Le
Portrait.
portrait d'une femme en feu.
Yeah.
Bars.
That's
okay,
right.
There
nice.
you go.
Okay.
But this is the first time where I kind of realized, because I had the subtitles on, but I was still listening to
Yep.
it, how much subtitles get kind of watered down and
Mm.
stuff.
Oh yeah.
Because that was
It's
just a side
so
point.
difficult when you know a language to watch something with English subtitles at the same time.
Yeah.
Which is why, like, I've started, whenever I watch French films, I just read the French subtitles, because I feel like a lot of the times I can't just watch it with subtitles, without subtitles, especially if it's, like, a French from France movie, since it's so, like, different dialect, different, like, I feel like they speak a lot faster, and sometimes I can't process it as quickly, so I'll just read the subtitles in French as well. But, like, especially, like, when I'm, like, in class and, like, we have to have English subtitles, I'll, like, read the subtitles, I'll be like, wait, my brain is processing something completely different with the words.
The biggest thing with the, you know, discrepancy is humor in foreign language films.
Yeah.
Like, that doesn't translate through subtitles, like, not often, at least. Like, I think of, like, you know, like, Bong Joon-ho films, which are meant to be really funny, and they are for the most part, but there's, like, certain things which are missing because you're not speaking Korean.
Yeah.
You know? And so you miss out on that humor aspect. I don't think that applies to this movie, but that is a thing that exists.
No, this is my favorite comedy movie.
Yeah, no, this one's really funny. It's really
so
funny. Okay, do you want to describe the plot of the movie?
Okay. I don't know their names. I don't think they're given names, are there?
They are.
They are? Oh, okay. Well, there's the painter lady and there's the blonde lady. That's how
The
I
blonde
have.
lady is Heloise, I think. Something
Sure.
like that.
Heloise.
And then
And
like
the painter.
Marianne or something.
Marianne.
Is it Marianne? Okay. So there's this girl named Marianne. She's the painter.
Yes.
Okay.
No, it's
Marianne
the opposite.
is the girl who comes.
No,
no,
Marianne is the painter.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
she's the
my bad.
painter, and basically she is, I don't know, sent to this place where there's this other girl named Heloise, and the mom wants the painter to paint Heloise because she's gonna be like married off or something like that, and the guy kind of wants like a painting of her. So then throughout the movie, it's a really slow burn type thing of the two girls get to know each other more, and they slowly kind of fall in love.
Yeah.
And then eventually Eloise leaves to be married to whoever eventually. And then there's some other subplots.
With the
Abortion,
pregnant lady,
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Marianne loves eating. That was my
It's a hard
favorite
movie
scene.
to like do justice to just by describing the plot, I think,
Yeah.
because it's very
It's very much like you kind of just feel it through it. It's within like, you know, the silent moments between them that are like so beautiful. Like actually I watched this movie for the first time surprisingly not like not too long ago. I think it was a year or two ago.
Really?
But I like died. I absolutely loved it. It was in the middle of class. I cried. It's so
You were
so
watching
good.
it during
They showed
class?
this movie to you in
Yeah.
class, or
I saw it
In
in
Oh, they
film
class.
showed it.
class.
Oh, okay. I thought you were just like on your phone watching it during
No.
class. I was like,
No,
Sam,
no.
you bad student.
No, like
Anyways.
literally it was
They showed it during. I got
like
it.
cool.
we were studying in class. And like it's really touching and really beautiful. Ugh.
yeah,
My
I
heart.
think this was honestly one of the first French films I ever watched. This was
Yeah.
like a lot, like 5-6 years ago, something like that. And you know, it's insane. This movie, like, it kind of blew me away. It's so, like you said, it's so quiet. It's so patient. The only sound you hear are like, the sound of like the ocean, the creaking. And it's not until the end where you hear like that full orchestra, like
Oh, yeah.
super loud, which works so
The only
well.
real music in the movie.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
there's like
She
the bit
plays the
early on. She
piano.
plays a little bit, but it's not like she's just kind of tinkering around. And she
Right.
doesn't really like play it right. But it's not till the end that like you really hear the full
Yeah,
piece.
it's
Yeah.
so good. Celine, how do you say her name? Celine Sciamma, is that how you say her name?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, she's one of my favorite like female filmmakers. She's so good. I love all of her films. I love Water Lilies. I love what's the short film she did? Petite Maman, I think.
Yeah.
yeah.
Such a beautiful film, and all of her films have this like patient, really slow burn, realistic quality to them, and you really feel the story. It's
I
insane.
feel like I mean specifically this movie, but like there's so much like speaking just through like looking.
Yeah.
Right.
Like their eyes speak more than like their voices do within this. Like just like glances and like the way that they look at each other or like the faces that they make. So much is expressed through that, which is why like it's so hard to like describe, like put into words, because you just have to like see it and you'll understand. It's all like through these kind of like nonverbal
Yeah.
Also
confessions of love.
amazing use of color throughout the
Oh,
film.
yeah.
So good. The green dress, the red dress, and the fucking blue ocean. It's
It's one of the most beautiful films I've ever seen.
It's so
so
beautiful.
All the stuff on the
gorgeous.
beach is so good.
So good.
I assume that stood out to you, or did you just like? Not
I
pay
did
any-
not even like. I knew there were
How do you
colors.
not,
There were
like,
colors. I
Watch
was
this
like,
movie
oh,
and go, "This is one of the most gorgeous films I've ever
It's
seen."
I mean, it's a pretty movie. I didn't like.
Well, okay, what did
I
you
didn't
get
like.
out of the movie?
I was more invested in like the romance and the plot
Okay,
and stuff
yeah,
like
that
that
sounds
because I'm not really one for seeing technical stuff like you guys are. I feel
And it's
like.
not really a technical thing. It's just like it just looks.
I mean,
good.
there were colors.
I mean, do you think
Okay.
other movies you watch look like this one? You know, like visually, like as visually striking as this one?
I don't know.
Do you
I
think the
don't
Book
really
of Eli
pay-
is as visually striking as this movie?
Well, that's a different
good-looking
movie. There are it's a different filter.
Okay.
But I don't know.
I think
don't
these two
ever
movies
really
are
pay
as good looking.
attention.
This movie and the Book of Eli.
Listen, I don't pay attention to like
Okay.
colors as much.
That's
So I
fine,
can't really.
That's fair.
I don't know. The one movie where the colors kind of did pop was Nerve. Throwback to Nerve because there were all the
Nerve.
neon. There were all the neon everywhere. I was
I
like,
mean,
that's
that's-
cool,
yeah.
flashy lights.
That-
like
okay.
that's fun.
Those are colors. I do
Those are
agree with that. I do
colors,
agree.
yes.
Yeah.
They're colors.
There's color in that, I guess.
Yeah.
That's true.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Sure, it's a
One
good
of
movie.
my favorite things about this film too is the references and the use of the story of Orpheus and Eurydice.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if you guys know. They
Nope.
read part of the story within the book. And like I might mess this up, so all of the people who like
Go
love
ahead
this
and
story.
explain it, because I only know it.
I
Yeah,
don't
I'm
know
gonna
context
try
of
and
the
explain
audio.
it, but I
Really?
might get it a bit
Yeah.
wrong. So anybody who
I know
actually
the
knows,
big
I'm sorry.
thing, the
Yeah.
thing,
So
so.
basically, the entire story is that Orpheus and Eurydice, they're in love. You know, they get married, and I think immediately after they get married, Eurydice gets bitten by a snake and dies, and so she's sent to like the underworld. Like she's dead. She's in the afterlife, and Orpheus is also like this beautiful like singer and poet. Like he sings these beautiful songs that just like everybody that he sings to is like, whoa, oh my god, like it's such a beautiful voice, such a beautiful like song. So he decides he's going to, I think he somehow gets into the underworld and he's trying to go save Eurydice. It's like he has one opportunity to save her before she's gone forever. And so like he goes through like these different trials trying to get down to where she is. And finally I think he meets with literally like the devil himself.
Oh.
And he's like, I will let you bring her back to, the real world, go
Yeah.
all the way back up to the overworld, but you need to just keep going straight. You can't turn back and check to see if she's following you. Like you can't turn back and make sure that she's there. You just have to
Okay.
keep going, because if you turn back and you look at her, she's just going to fall all the way back down and disappear forever and be dead forever. You're not going to be able to save her.
Sure.
So, they're making like the long trek up, and right before they get there, Orpheus turns back and looks at her.
Mhm.
And of course, he gets like one little glimpse of her before she falls back down and is dead forever.
Aww.
And
That
yeah,
sucks.
like
Sucks for
in
everyone.
the movie itself, like even the two women, they're like theorizing like, why does he look? Like, is it because like he can't help himself, or is it maybe more of like a deliberate choice? Like people say like, oh, he went all the way down because he loved Eurydice, but it's the same reason why he turns, because he loves Eurydice. And it's like, it's such a beautiful story, and I feel like there are so many different like ideas that people have around it, but
Yeah.
I feel like the movie itself kind of replicates it a lot. There's like a moment near the end where Marianne is about to leave, like, this, like, where they've been like staying for a while, and she's about to go out the door, and Heloise is like, wait.
The white.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then so right as she's about to leave, she ends up turning back and sees a little glimpse of her before the door closes.
Like the ghost thing.
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
That was a
And-
jump scare for me. Genuinely, I was like, whoa.
No.
Because she's like,
No, I
she
get.
looks like a ghost.
I
She
get
looks
it.
like.
Is kind of eerie.
It's like-
Well, it's
out of
because
nowhere, I'm just like,
it's
oh,
kind of like the
geez.
thing of like she's already dead because she's being sentenced to like getting married to
Right.
this guy that she doesn't want to get
Mhm.
married to, and like there's like it kind of seems like a strange idea at first of like, oh, like why would he turn if he loves her? Like, why not be
Right.
certain and like keep going? But like I forget who told me that, but somebody said like, we look back at all the people that we love like so often. Like, say if you're like walking in like a store and like, I don't know, like your younger sibling is behind you, you always check back to make sure that they're still there, right? So that they didn't run off somewhere. It's that type of thing where it's like you can't help but turn just to make sure that they're
like a conscious decision.
Yeah, it's just because you love them and you care about them that you just make sure that they're still there, and that's kind of the like choice that Orpheus makes. He's
it's like they only exist if you see them.
Exactly.
I remember when I watched the movie like however many years ago, I had no idea what any of that meant, and I watched it and I was so confused by the whole ghost thing. But then as time went on, I realized that story of Orpheus and Eurydice, like there's so much. It's present in so many of the movies I like.
Yeah.
It's present in so many things I like. In fact, even like
what?
Huh?
Like what other movies?
You know, a recent example, I rewatched the Bob Dylan documentary, Don't Look Back, and like that title, that song is like an allusion to that story.
Always comes back to
It's
Bob
always
Dylan.
Bob.
It always comes back to Dylan. But no, there's so many. Oh my God, Twin Peaks: The Return is an allusion to this. It is. I'll say this without spoiling anything for Sam. In the Fire Walk With Me episode, Cooper's leading someone through the forest, and he turns back, and it's it's all gone. Yeah, so that's
I see that.
That's directly that, you know.
See, I don't know much about like mythological stuff, but I think just thematically, the movie is about looking and the gaze, and I think that just fits so well within everything else the movie's doing. And she's like a painter, and like it all comes together.
It's such a beautiful movie, and like even that like last scene, like when it's just her like looking, and like literally the last line of the movie is that she didn't see me. Right. Like, you know, it's just. They're both at like, you know, this like this orchestra, and like she sees Heloise like listening to the same song that like, you know, she had tried to play once for her, and you see like her with like full of emotion, like it's like she feels she's like breathless, like, you know, she's breathing so heavily because she is feeling so much right now, and Marianne is just like, I was watching her from afar, she didn't see me, and it's just like, oh, it's so good.
It's also the point that like she doesn't need to see her back. Yeah. She's still there. Yeah. You know? So it kind of goes against that idea of you have to look at them for them to actually be there. Yeah. That even though from Heloise's point of view they will never see each other again, she's always there with her. She will always remember that.
The thing with the book as well, the page.
Right, the page number.
Yeah.
And like even when she just like draws her in her book. It's like, you know, I'm always going to remember you like through like I want to remember every single part of you, and it's like that love for you is still going to stay there even when we can't see each other. It's so good.
It's really good. It's really beautiful. I think Céline Sciamma should make more movies. Actually, she kind of forgot. I don't know what happened, but
she's probably making something now.
I hope so. It's been like 8 years since her like last feature-length film, or 7 years, something like. This was her last one. Yeah. I think.
Well, Petit Maman's technically feature length. It's like
an
70
hour long,
minutes,
isn't it?
Oh, something like that.
Maybe. Okay.
But another one would be good.
Yeah.
I think she's great. I didn't love Tomboy. That's the only one
I haven't seen that one yet.
I haven't seen Tomboy either.
It's fine, but everything else is good. I like Water Lilies.
I need to watch Water Lilies.
So synchronized swimming is insane. How they do all that. That's crazy, man.
But this, I feel like it'll be tough to beat, because not only is this, like, obviously her best movie so far, it's possibly one of the best movies of the 21st century.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
100%. Yeah.
Maybe even the best. Wow. It's up there.
It's one of the it's one of the best, like, romance movies I think I've ever seen.
I think it's so pure, and so, like, it's honestly maybe just because, like, the film is so, like, I mean, they're literally, like, basically alone together. Yeah. And so it's, like, they're like the only ones who really like see each other or interact with each other, and it makes it feel so like pure. Like the love is so pure. It's not really bothered by anything other than their own, like, you know, worries about the future. Like, you know, it's this moment in time that they know isn't going to last forever. So that moment they like, you know,
let it
yeah exactly. And like that one line where they're like do all lovers feel like they're inventing something? Right. I was like, you can't say that.
Yeah.
It's so, like, all of the lines and just, like this is the romance movie.
That's the big line from the movie.
Yeah.
That's kind of an insane line.
Like, it's actually so, like, that just, yeah. There are such good lines. It's gorgeous. It has all of it's gorgeous. It's a beautiful story, beautiful characters.
The acting
is amazing, of course. Like, it's amazing. It's just great.
Yeah.
It's also it just has so much to say, like like historically what it has to say about like women in relationships, but also even just like film history and like feminist film theory. Like it is directly about the idea of the gaze, right? Like it's saying something very specific about the male gaze. There's no men in the movie, first of all. And
hell yeah.
As it should be.
Yeah, which is great.
Oh yeah, there isn't.
Right, they talk about men a lot, but there's no men actually in the movie. And
is there not?
No.
There's not even one?
There's not a single... They're mentioned, but there's not a single guy in the film.
Well, I guess maybe, like, at the end when, like, she's at, like, the...
Yeah, but those are, like, extras.
Yeah,
so
like, no male main characters who have, like, speaking lines.
There's...
Like, the husband she's being married off to, they only talk about him.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's only 2 men credited in this film, and they're, like,
Isn't there, like...
people.
I think
there's
the guy on the
that
boat
talks...
at the beginning,
maybe.
Isn't there a guy that comes up to her at the painting place and is like, "Hey, your father," and she's like, "My father was a painter." No, is that a guy? I forget.
I don't know, but the point is that no.
Yes, I know, but I just never really thought about that. That's kind of cool.
Yeah. Which is it's really interesting.
It is really interesting
because like I think cinema often historically is a male-dominated medium, right? And the whole idea of the male gaze isn't just that men make movies; it's also that the film itself, that the medium of film is like a male medium, just like society itself is a patriarchal society, and cinema exists within that society, so it's going to adopt a male lens to it. Like Laura Mulvey or whatever, talking about the narrative, what's it called, visual pleasure narrative cinema, and the idea that cinema inherently gives the pleasure of looking at things, and because society is structured in a way where there's a sexual imbalance to who does the looking, where it's the active male looker and the passive female looked upon, and so that just imbues itself into cinema as a language. And so what this movie is explicitly doing is it is an oppositional gaze. It is explicitly about not just it's directed by a woman and it has women in it, but it's thematically about the idea of what it means for women to do the looking, and how it's inherently oppositional to a patriarchal society in which women are to be looked at and they're not the ones doing the looking. Which is such like an incredible thing about the movie, that it just nails that theme, and it's so like articulate about it, and it's so beautiful at the same time.
And it feels natural too.
Like it feels like all of these different parts of the film kind of just like they work in their own separate respects, but then all together to just create this like it's such a beautiful movie. Like it's
my main attraction to the movie back when I first watched it was just I had never seen a romance film that like moves quite like this. I feel like many romance films you see, and I'm not putting these types of movies down, but they're like bombarded by like these like big emotional climaxes with like the music blaring and like the sad violins and stuff like that. There's none of that in this film. It's so like there's none of that. It's just the words and the acting. And I just never seen that before. And I honestly haven't seen that since, if I'm being honest.
Right. Like the big moment when they kiss. Usually in a movie like that, like the music swells into this big moment, but there's no music when they kiss.
You just hear like the ocean. That's all you hear. And it's insane. And like them breathing. That's a big thing. You hear them breathing a lot in this movie. And it's just so it's like you're there with them. It's fucking insane.
Yeah, every sound, like the fire crackling is always really emphasized. The paintbrush strokes, like that's
the bonfire scene. Like the big scene in the movie. It's such a good scene.
Yeah.
Like, you love it so much you're yawning.
Sorry. No, I did really like that scene. I like the singing. I like the singing. I like how it was like it became her on fire was the painting at the beginning. I was like, oh my god, and the name of the movie. Whoa.
What do you think the point of that was? Why is she on fire? Why is it called Portrait of a Lady on Fire? Do you know?
I don't know.
She's a lady on fire.
She's just a lady on fire. I don't know. Could you?
I mean, that's true. Yeah.
Come back to me. I'll think about it. I don't know. I haven't really thought about it.
There's lots of ways of thinking about it. I don't know if there's like one specific.
There's many ways to think about it, but I think most of all, it's just like a beautiful image. It's just,
I mean, what do you think fire thematically is usually associated with, especially like in movies?
Death, bad, horror.
I mean, I guess
destruction.
Sure. I was thinking more like
it destroys the relationship because she's being sent off.
I was thinking more like passion.
Right, I was gonna say passion too. Yeah,
but sure.
Well, no, because like you burn with passion, you know. That's.
I feel like it could honestly be interpreted either way, because it could be like the dress kind of like burning up could be like her with like who she is as like an individual who like has her own emotions and stuff is being burned away by the fact that she's about to be like married off to some random guy. But it could also be that she's also like fired up with emotion that she's never had before, that her dress is literally burning. Like it could be either one. Really.
I see it as being passion, and that she doesn't notice the fire.
Yeah.
So it goes into the idea of looking, where she is so fixated on Marianne, the person who's doing the painting. Like, she's looking through the painting at her. And because so much of the painting scenes, like, they're making eye contact.
Yeah.
It's about them looking at each other. So it's like there's this passion or something. Maybe you could even say that works thematically with it being death as well. The idea that she doesn't notice it.
Yeah.
Because she's focused on Marianne.
Right.
You know, I think it's more so to do with looking. And then whether it's passion, death, whatever, that, you know, that's an extra thing.
I don't have a fixed interpretation of it, but it's such, again, it's just such a beautiful image that evokes so many different emotions, and I can't really pin down exactly what I think or feel about it in like a more thematic sense. It's just a beautiful image, and it makes me cry. Like, this movie is so, like, the shots in this movie are insane, and it's just, you know?
Yeah.
I cried really hard in 2019 in my dorm room in first year of university watching this.
I cried the first time I watched this. This is one of the few movies that made me cry on the first watch. It's insane.
Yeah. I was
and
not.
On every subsequent viewing, I watch it like 5 or 6 times. I cry every
that's
time.
That's bad. Actually, it's really bad for you.
But it's so
Is there
good.
a certain scene that gets it out of you?
Always the ending.
Oh, yeah.
When she's crying.
Because that's
Always.
the entire movie builds up to that moment.
Yeah.
Even like the music coming in and her crying, it's just one singular. It's like, you know, like the ending of Call Me by Her Name. Like, it's that singular shot of her crying, looking at the orchestra. God, it's insane. It is actually a lot like Call Me by Her Name. I remember that was a big comparison. Like, you know, when I first watched this movie.
They're both gay.
They're both gay.
And
They're both
cry at the
looking.
end.
They're both looking. Like, it's a singular shot of them crying, and, you know, there's music and stuff like that.
Sure.
It's different, like, in terms of what it means, I think, for the movies, but they're similar in, like, a more, you know, literal, logistical sense.
Oh, this is giving me weird looks.
Well, you just keep laughing. I don't know.
I don't.
Well, one of them does
smiling.
have like a Sufjan Stevens song, so I think that does.
That where Timmy's looking into the fire.
It's
That
the end of
one.
the movie. Yeah.
I haven't seen that movie.
You haven't seen Call Me by Your Name?
I have not seen Call Me by
That's
Your
crazy.
Name.
That's kind of
We need
fucked
to do
up.
that for the podcast.
I'm sorry.
We should have done
It's
portrait.
good.
Is it a video? What do you
That's
mean?
not one of Avery's picks, though.
Clearly,
Book of
that
Eli.
rule doesn't apply
Can you
anymore.
think of one like gay movie that you could have recommended instead of Book of Eli? Or do you just not know any?
I could name you gay TV shows.
No, that's not what this
Rivalry.
podcast is about.
I want to say Book of Eli
Can
is
I-
the perfect pairing for this movie.
No, it's
there
not.
couldn't be a movie that's more opposite to what this is.
Yeah.
Like, I couldn't.
In every possible way.
Yeah.
Every
I'm gonna be
single
honest.
way.
If I knew what the Book of Eli was, I would have been like, maybe we shouldn't do
Or
this.
the Big Pride Month episode.
Yeah. I don't. Hold on.
Have you
I'm
seen
looking
any gay movies?
I'm sure I
She's
have.
looking up gay movies.
I'm trying to think of a gay movie that's like more like mainstream. That's-
You-
I mean, I've
seen-
seen movies with gay characters in it, but I don't know if I've seen it where gay is like the romance is the forefront.
Would you have seen Love, Simon? I feel like
Oh my
young
God.
white
I
girls
love-
love that movie.
Have you seen Moonlight?
Nope.
Brokeback Mountain?
I've seen clips of it. But I
Brokeback
haven't seen
Mountain?
it. I haven't seen it fully.
You've seen clips of it.
Also,
I have-
What kind of
literally
clips
all
have you
of these
seen?
are men.
These are all men, yeah.
Well, I've
Maestro. Have you seen Maestro?
seen. No.
Guys, I think we should change
Cruella?
the podcast
That's
and
not-
just do gay movies.
Wild Child? These aren't gay movies. Wild Child is
I
not
don't know
gay.
what this list is, man.
Yeah,
It's gay in concept.
Listen,
I feel like
if
it's
Wild
gay
Child
subtext.
is
I don't think-
considered
Yeah.
gay, then I could have
Oh,
recommended
this is just
Wild
movies
Child.
loved by gay people.
Oh.
Is
Never
Scott
mind.
Pilgrim a gay movie? I actually haven't
I
seen
think
it.
One
it's
of
just
the
the
exes
fa-
is bi.
Yeah, I think it's
Not
more just like
sure.
a gay like fan base.
I mean, no one. Yeah, there is a yeah.
Avery,
Mark
what did
Wahlberg gay
What
movie?
did you think
I don't know how
about
he's in a
this
gay movie.
movie?
I thought it was a good movie. I liked it. I genuinely
Yeah.
did like it. I was invested in the romance.
Anything that stood out to you or anything you didn't like?
'Cause apparently the visuals didn't
Well,
stand out.
No, I'm gonna say something, and I did preface this to Alex. I don't know if this is considered controversial or not.
I want to know what this is.
No, but I don't think I'm saying anything
The movie would
bad.
have been better if it was a man and a woman.
No. I'm just.
It would have been better if it wasn't French. True,
yes.
actually.
But no, of the other, okay, I can acknowledge that you have all seen more queer content than I have. I'm assuming.
I don't like calling this content, but sure.
What do movies, TV shows,
Films,
media? Sure.
films,
Okay.
I love content.
One thing
Queer
of
content.
whatever it's called.
I only watch
Heated
gay people
rivalry,
for
right?
entertainment.
I've seen
That's queer content.
That is sure.
That's true.
Right?
I've seen,
Heated rivalry is content.
That would be content.
but of the other movies and shows where I
Yeah.
have seen lesbian couples, one thing that I think is unique about this relationship versus the other ones like Bound or Arcane, there's a lesbian, or Last of Us season 2. One thing that I observed with those ones is that in the lesbian relationship, I find that one of the girls is a bit more
I already know what you're gonna say, and I completely
Go on.
agree.
okay, stereotypically more masculine, whereas the other is a bit more feminine. But I find in this one, both of the women are more they don't have that, and I think that's what makes it more unique.
There's no butch lesbian in this.
I was actually gonna say it almost feels like I'm kind of getting towards where you were saying, but I was gonna say in most lesbian relationships in media, there's almost always some toxicity, or one of the partners is more toxic, and it causes issues that they fix in the end. But I feel like that's just common, where mostly because they do have the kind of femme and mask counterparts, and almost a lot of the time it's the mask is oh, I don't want to deal with my emotions.
Well, that's the thing, is because most even queer films are still written by straight guys.
Right.
Yeah.
And so they can only think of things in terms of masculine and feminine.
That's exactly
So it still
it.
has the male gaze or the straight gaze.
But this is literally it's just two women.
Yeah.
And that's really it. And I don't want to say that these types of labels or whatever, if a couple was oh, I love I'm a femme lesbian or whatever, that's completely fine. It's just it is very much
butch, but
but it's just when it's represented a lot in media, it does tend to be because it's written by a straight man, and they're oh, I can only see this as one of who's the man in the relationship,
Right.
That's really the
it's a good lesbian
idea that
movie
they're
written
going
by a
through.
man, Carol.
That's true.
I haven't
But he
seen
is gay,
Carol.
so maybe that's why.
He's one of the good ones.
He's one of the good ones.
Yeah.
Todd Haynes.
We'll do Carol at one point because I love that movie.
We should do I'm Not There.
Okay.
That is true.
It's unwatchable. It's good.
We can do Safe. We can do all of his movies.
Safe's so good. But yeah. No, yeah, that's not. I don't think that's controversial.
Okay.
I think
didn't
that's
know.
fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yay! I didn't get
You didn't get
canceled today. Yay!
Well, you're gonna get canceled soon.
How
will.
though? Genuinely how?
You will. Okay. What is there anything? Okay. What are
Fine.
some?
I will defend that movie.
Well,
Okay.
I can tell from the way we've been talking about the movie, you don't think this is a 10. I'm assuming you didn't give this a 10.
It's not a 10.
Okay.
I didn't think she'd give it a 10.
So what are
She's
some,
not that much of an ally.
What are some things that maybe?
I liked it.
What are some things that maybe bring this movie down for you? Something that
It did feel a little slow at parts. And I don't know if I'm sure you guys disagree with that, but for me, it did
I could watch this movie right now. I could watch it 50 times.
I think it's slow, but I enjoy that it's slow.
I
feel
think
like
that's
that
part of
adds
the
to the
movie.
romance,
Okay.
but I get how somebody would say.
Because for me, I was
I don't know.
completely into the movie,
Yeah.
so I didn't really feel it. But I sure, maybe it's slow. Yeah,
It's very patient.
Yeah,
it's patient.
Yeah.
sure. Yeah. That was my main complaint with it.
Okay.
But I liked it.
So that's a 9 out of 10. That's good. Okay, we'll see. I mean, we'll see.
Sure.
Well, actually, we can
Oh,
get
shit.
to ratings unless we have anything
Yeah,
else to add.
anything else to
We
add?
can keep talking about things during ratings.
Sure. Avery, what's your
I
rating?
have it as an 8. I liked
Okay,
it.
okay.
I thought it was fun.
I'm glad.
There
I was
we go.
worried when
2 out of 10.
I was worried when I realized
No.
it is a French movie,
I'll
and it's
tell
also
you
very
it's a 2 out
slow.
of 10.
Well, listen.
But I'm glad that
I
you
can complain
enjoyed it.
about captions and subtitles and all that. I don't think it's fair to incorporate that into my rating.
No, it's
I'll
not.
complain about it.
That's fair.
I'll complain about
Ain't
black
it-
and
You
is
white.
speak the language.
Yeah, but still, Canadian French is different from French
Right.
French.
Is it?
I mean, yeah,
Is it that different?
It is.
There's different slang.
Okay.
8 out of 10. It's like Sam hasn't missed yet for you. Like
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, all you.
Yeah.
Well, Society
Okay,
of the Snow.
I've been trying to
I guess,
recommend this
but-
movie for months. This has been on
Oh, yeah,
my list
that's
for
true,
a while.
that's
Okay,
true.
but I
But
asked...
Sam sniped it from me.
This is officially
asked-
Sam's recommendation, Alex.
Guys,
even
All
though
right,
Sam-
movies that you read. Yours are the worst.
We have like a...
I mean,
Yours are
Eyes Wide
fun.
Shut is great. What do you mean, you don't like that movie?
We have
I'll take second best.
we have a document where we have like a bunch of movies that we want to recommend and stuff. And like I have a few on my list, and then I looked at Alex's list and I realized he had Portrait of a Lady on Fire, and I was like, oh, I wish I put that. So then I asked if I could use that as my pick, and he said yes. So
Yeah,
You know
there we
what?
go.
I
Did it
recommended
to
one
yourself.
lesbian movie already, so you can
And
have
I
this
gave
one.
that one, what, 7 or an 8?
That's true.
So that's
You like
about on
Bound?
par.
We gotta recommend more
actually, that's-
lesbian
we
movies,
do.
actually.
I'm telling you
Carol.
guys,
We'll do Carol.
it's Pride
we'll do
Month.
Carol.
We gotta do
Happy
more.
Pride.
Like
Yeah.
I love
Well,
lesbians.
It's 9, so
So-
this episode comes out.
Like halfway through.
Will we have
Yeah.
time to do another gay movie?
Well,
Probably
there's a
not.
gay character in 13 going on 30.
Is there?
Andy Serkis.
Oh, Andy Serkis.
Andy
Yes.
Serkis.
Yeah.
Hinted at
I
the
like that
very
he
end.
looked for approval. Like,
Yeah.
Problematic to say he's gay.
But no, maybe I should recommend movies that you might like. That would be a good idea.
So I think that's kind of the point of the podcast. Unfortunately,
We're trying to reel her in.
Yeah.
We're not trying to
I'm gonna
gatekeep.
recommend a movie that I like, but I think you'll hate.
You don't like
Like he's
Phantom
trying to
Thread?
do come and see and like all this
Comments
shit.
is a great. You
What
don't like
even-
Phantom Thread?
That one was fine.
That's a good movie.
I like that
That
one.
was a beautiful
That one-
Maybe
movie.
she just
Yeah.
likes romance movies. Because that's not romance. It's a straight romance
It's a
movie.
straight.
but
It's a great romance movie.
But you like that one.
We
The
should do Punch Drunk
toxic
Love. We
romance.
should do what's another good romance? Have you seen Before Sunrise?
No.
We should do Before
haven't
Sunrise.
seen any of them.
We should.
We should do the entire trilogy. We could do that even.
We can do that as a trilogy.
And then do Star Wars trilogy.
No.
That's
Fuck.
crazy, dude.
That's a good.
Please,
That's a good pairing.
please.
No, no,
We could talk
no.
about Phantom Menace.
I'd love to talk about Phantom
And
Menace.
we
and
can
Before
talk about
Sunrise.
what
We're doing the prequels.
Yes! Revenge of the Sith!
The originals.
We're not
okay.
doing that.
We have to do Revenge of the
Oh,
Sith
God.
at some
Are there other
point.
trilogies?
And then
you
we
like?
could argue about Anakin.
This is true.
Yeah.
Other
I'm
trilogies?
sick
I
whatever
could
day
think.
we're recording that.
Hunger Games.
That's not a trilogy.
That's
Well,
like
I
5.
mean,
Maze Runner.
That's a trilogy?
Yeah, there's 3.
I've seen the last one.
Yeah, you've seen arguably the worst one.
Yeah, it was bad.
but low-key, we
No,
could
I
do
don't know.
Hunger. I mean, I'm not talking about Ballad at all, but
Yeah, but the
we
first
could
4.
just and then just Mockingjay is one book anyways.
This
so we
is
could
true. I
just-
finished the book.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna. I know.
Hey,
Now I'm
you
gonna.
read a book.
I did read a book.
Wait, so
No,
we're like what
rewatch.
6 months in? Have you read 6 books this year?
I'm starting my 6th book,
Oh,
guys.
what are you
this is
reading?
Guess for Pride
Heated
Month.
Rivalry.
It's heated
Yeah.
rivalry
Oh my
for Pride Month.
That makes
We
sense.
support. We support.
Fuck, I should have recommended a book. Yeah, fuck,
You can
fucking
recommend
forgot.
one for July,
Alright.
as long as it's under like 400 pages and not.
What's themed around July? Like July 4th?
4th of July.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You should read
America.
like
Like
You should
American
read the
Sniper.
Declaration of Independence.
American Sniper, like Dan
Chris
Brown
Kyle.
books, The Da Vinci Code or something. Or like
I'm not.
Splinter
Some
Cell.
American bullshit.
Anyways,
Mo-
Moby
Art of the
Dick.
Deal.
Can you read Moby Dick for July? That's like the American book.
Okay.
your guys' ratings.
Sorry, yeah, Alex.
Well, I'm giving it a 10 out of 10.
Okay.
I think the more interesting thing would be to say I think it's probably like maybe my favorite movie of the 21st century.
Damn.
I can't think of anything I'd put above it. The only thing I would put above it, if you count it, which some people do, a lot of people, I don't, but if you count it, Twin Peaks: The Return is my favorite quote-unquote movie of the 21st
Was this
century.
in your top 4?
No.
Oh.
It'd be in my top 10. It'd be like 5 or 6.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I think Lynch refers to it as an 18-hour-long movie. I don't think
That's
that's...
the thing, like, Céline Sciamma put it as their favorite movie of the 21st
Yeah.
century. It was on a lot of people's sight and sound lists. If you're the kind of person who would count it, then that would be my number
Yeah.
one. I typically don't, so I would just say this. This is probably my favorite.
18
I don't like counting it because that would be my favorite thing, like, ever. But,
Yeah.
so I don't want to count that.
Yeah.
Sam.
Let me
Well, I mean,
sit and watch it.
I gave this a 2 out of 10. I hate this movie. No.
So true.
Like
So
I said,
humble,
if
guys.
girl queen.
if Letterboxd had a 5th option, like after your top 4, this would be my 5th because
It would arguably be my 5th.
yeah, like sometimes I literally am like, oh, should I remove something from my top 4 and put it on there? It was on there for a little bit, but then I watched Society of the Snow like 20 times. I'm like, maybe I should put this in my top 4. But no, I love this movie so much. It means the world to me. I cry every time It's great.
This is a 10 for me. This was in my top 4 for a long time.
Yeah.
And then got shoved away by, I think it was Twin Peaks, actually. It was on there for a long time. Yeah. But as for 21st century movies, I'm going to be honest, I'm going to, like, show my guyness. I really like There Will Be Blood. I love that movie. Oh, it's so good. No, but it sucks because all the movies up there for me are like fucking There Will Be Blood, Social Network, and like you know all the guy movies. All the guy movies.
Yeah.
Okay, but Portrait of a Lady on Fire.
Oh yeah, of course. Like, and Phantom Thread. That's not like as guy of a movie, I think, as There Will Be Blood. So
I would put like adaptation up there for me. The Beast is a newer one I'd put up there. The
Beast is really good.
Mulholland
Drive. Yeah, of course.
But I think I like this more than all of those.
It's
One
so
Battle
good.
is up there somewhere.
That's not even in like my top 3
really?
PTA movies of the century.
Dollhouse.
I like Punch Drunk Love more.
Was that this century? I thought it was in the 90s.
Punch Drunk Love?
Yeah,
that's 2002.
So
we just talked about that.
And I like movies. He watched it, and I like movies. You're right. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm tripping. I'm sorry. Okay, you're right. No, speaking of gay movies,
do you want me to? Go on.
No, you go ahead.
I'm introducing the Book of Eli. Alex is giving it the most disappointed
I think watching this movie during Pride Month is the most homophobic thing we've ever done. Like, we did a hate crime by talking about this movie.
Yeah. I
feel like my gayness like literally ejected from my body. It was like I can't be here right now.
I gotta do something so gay right now to get it back in.
God. The Book of Eli is a movie that I watched for the first time when I was...
Do something to get it back. Sorry.
It is a movie that I watched when I was 15 or 16, during COVID, because I was doing my Mila Kunis rabbit hole, because we love Mila Kunis. She's great.
This is a COVID movie, I guess. This is kind of like a COVID lockdown movie, I guess. That you'd watch? No.
This is a movie you would watch in like 2009 and then no one would ever watch it again after.
What do you mean? I love this movie.
Mila Kunis. We'll get to Mila Kunis, but yeah, go on.
I genuinely want to hear your opinion on this, because clearly you're getting something that we aren't.
I don't know if I even really do, but
I feel like this is just... Okay. Anyways, I watched it the first time. This is a very unique movie to me, because this is the only movie where I watched it for the first time and I did not like it. And then I rewatched it because so much of it was like cemented in my brain. Why did you rewatch it? Because it was a movie that was like cemented in my brain. I was like, oh, I could rewatch it. I could go back to that every now. Listen, why not?
Okay.
So I rewatched it a couple months ago.
Did you actually dislike it, or you just kind of were big on it?
I'm not a huge fan of movies about religion. Like genuinely, that's like my least favorite genre or type of movie. It's just not my world. It's not something that I like. Nothing against people who are religious or anything. It's just not my world.
It's fine.
But and I also thought the ending was a little like I just don't think I got it, if that means anything. But
is there much to get about this?
Yes.
Movie?
Okay, go on.
Anyways,
justify it.
But then I rewatched it and loved it. But this is like the one movie where I've ever had that kind of one extreme to the other, and I think that's very cool. Do you guys want to sum up the movie, or am I doing that?
Go ahead.
So
you never want to sum up. I can.
It's hard for me
That's
to do.
Okay. So basically, it takes place in this like dystopian world where like 30 years ago there was something that happened. Yeah,
nuclear
they
war.
describe it as the sun like crashing down, which doesn't make sense because everybody would be dead.
It's a metaphor.
Okay, but like they don't really explain like what caused this like
a nuclear war.
Yeah, but basically, so now the world is kind of it's very like. Resources are very low. People are mostly like trading things with one another. It's really difficult to just get basic like necessities. Like there's no soap. Everybody smells. There's like it's hard. It's shampoo. You have to trade a lot to get just like.
But Mila Kunis has perfect white teeth. So
KFC vibes. Have KFC vibes.
Yeah, like they have to trade everything and stuff. And there's this guy called Eli. He has this book that for like the first half of the movie.
Eli.
Yeah, it's this book. That appears mysterious at first. And everybody's like, "Whoa, like what book do you have?" And he's heading, what is it?
West.
And he doesn't really explain why, but he's like, I'm going west. And he stops by this little, like, town. And what's the name of the guy?
Carnegie.
Carnegie Hall.
Yeah. Carnegie. He wants him for... What does he want him for?
He wants
the book.
No, before that. Before he realized...
He's like a really strong,
he's like, you killed my guy is really good.
And also he can read.
Yeah.
Also he can read.
He can read, and he's also, like, crazy with, like, his random, like, sword that can somehow cut through bone. And, like, literally, like, behead somebody.
It's the Eli sword.
I'd be impressed, too.
Yeah.
It's the Eli
God, I don't think that's possible, but okay.
He's so cool.
He's so cool.
Oh my god.
I love Jesus so much.
Yeah, he is literally. There was at some point where I was like, dude, he's like Jesus, and then halfway through, I'm like, wait, are they actually gonna make him like Jesus?
It's up to interpretation. I actually think you guys are giving me these. I don't think. Okay, continue.
Mila Kunis is Jesus, actually.
Anyways, so he ends up like staying over at this guy Carnegie's like place for a bit, and like he tries to convince him to like stay and work for him by bringing his like daughter to him for her to have like sex with him. And he's like, I don't want that. The daughter is Mila Kunis, by the way.
They're not actually related, but yes.
What?
It's like
it's
the mother's daughter,
yeah,
but he's not daughter figure thing.
And so they don't end up having sex because he's like, I don't want that. But she's like, please, like, he'll hurt my mom, so can you let me, like, sleep on the floor? So, and then she sees him reading this book. And he's like, oh, what is that? And he ends up doing, like, a prayer before they eat. She's like, whoa, like, I need to do that the next day.
In front of my dad.
In front of my dad, who is searching for this book that is so mysterious. So then she does it with, like, her mom. And then Carnegie is like, what do you know about that? He has a book. He has the book I'm looking for. Yeah. Which then kind of causes this entire thing where like they're running away from Carnegie because, Eli wants to protect this Bible because they apparently burnt they destroyed all the other Bibles in the world. This is the only one that's left. And so it's basically just kind of like this wild goose chase where Carnegie is trying to like catch up to Eli and Mila Kunis.
Solara.
And yeah, Solara. And he's still just trying to go east and like west, sorry. And he doesn't really specify.
Man.
He doesn't
Nothing
really specify.
matters.
He's walking. What do you mean?
He doesn't really specify why, but yeah, he's just walking and guns go boom. People fight. He kills a lot of people for somebody who's alluded to be Jesus.
And then he's at like he finds a house, this old couple's house, and they're like in the trapdoor and stuff, and they're like, oh, can you like let us go? And then Carnegie Hall, he shows up with all of his people, and they're like, oh, let's take shelter in this house. But then there's a big gunfight. It's like this really cool one that's definitely like a one take sequence.
Yeah, definitely no cuts.
Like, no cuts. And it's a really cool action sequence. But then Carnegie Hall, he gets the Bible and he shoots Jesus. He shoots Eli. He shoots him. And I guess he's dead. And like in that moment, he's dead. And then what happens?
And then they take
Solara. I should know this.
They take Solara, but then she kills him.
No, I'm trying.
They take Solara. And
then
yes. And then she like throws the grenade and like destroys.
All right.
And then she goes back.
That was so cool.
No, that was cool.
Then she goes back and finds Eli like still alive, like
he's
still walking west.
Because he has to get west.
Yeah. And then but Carnegie finally has the Bible and like it's locked and he tries to open it.
Tom Waits opens it for him.
Right.
Tom
Waits
this
is
movie.
true. And like turns out the twist. The Bible is actually written in Braille.
It's written in Braille.
Yeah.
Oh, we didn't mention this, but Carnegie Hall's like his like partner or whatever is
blind.
She's blind. She's a blind woman.
And Eli.
And so she's the only one who can actually read the book. But because Carnegie Hall treats her like shit, she refuses.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. And so it turns out Eli actually memorized the entire Bible. He knew the entire thing word for word, and so he recites it. He shaves his head. He gets rid of his beard and stuff. He's wearing
like a white gown.
And then so he recites the Bible. They make this new Bible. They print it out and everything.
And
it's
then
like
he dies.
and then I guess he dies. But then Mila Kunis is like, I'm gonna spread the gospel now.
Well, they don't even say that.
No, she goes back for her mom. That's the ending.
But like, I don't know why they had to end like that. Like, I don't.
I thought she was spreading the word or something.
No,
she loves the Bible.
No. Okay, I don't think that's God.
Doesn't she love the Bible?
No, what?
Yeah,
she has a curiosity of it, but she doesn't. Okay,
but she's like, "Wow, you wrote that? That's so beautiful." And he was like, "Nah, this guy Jesus or something."
But then, like, why is that the last shot of the movie? Like her, like walking away.
I'm pretty sure the ending implies that she's gonna continue.
Yeah, I don't agree with that. But Hold on,
you're saying that she goes back for her mom.
She said yes.
Okay, cool.
She's going back
After
home.
that, then what? Then what's she gonna do?
I don't fucking know.
She's gonna spread the word. She's gonna traverse the path. Right?
No.
No?
Okay.
Give us your fucking breakdown for 20 minutes.
Yes. So, this movie, okay. Where do I begin? Okay.
She has her essay.
I have my essay written out for my notes. Okay. I'm not, like I said before, I'm not a huge religious person. I'm not part of that world. But I think the way that they talk and explain about religion, specifically Christianity in this movie, is, I think, the way, I think it highlights all the good and all the bad. It's not trying to say Christianity is the way, the superior way, because, Eli?
Well, it is.
It isn't, though. Why do you say that?
We'll get to that. It has to do with the very end.
You continue.
Okay. For me, we'll talk about Eli. We'll start with Eli, because I think he's a very interesting character. And I think it's interesting that you guys refer to him as Jesus. I get that approach, but I don't think that's what it is necessarily.
No, I think he's just like God's chosen.
Yeah, he's a God-like figure.
He's Joseph Smith.
Sure.
Is that a guy from the Bible? Joseph Smith?
No, that's like... Isn't that the guy that like invented Mormonism by just being like, "Oh, God told me that this new religion exists"?
His name's Joseph Smith?
Yeah. Yeah, he was just like, "Yeah, God is just telling me like there's this new book and you have to like recite it to people." And so he told this guy and he wrote it down for him, and that's the Book of Mormon.
Oh my God, he's Joseph Smith. Then.
Yeah,
that's so true.
Okay, sure.
Or like he could low key be like, wasn't it like well, I think this was more like speculated, but isn't it like, is it Moses who was like, "Oh, I was the chosen one, and I'm gonna recite like what God is like. I was chosen by God."
Well,
I think it's Moses.
On a realer note, like in other religions, like Islam, for instance, the books all got burned or like taken away, and the scholars of the book actually did memorize the entire book. So it's a real like religious thing that you memorize the book and then you recite it to like continue the thing. But definitely nothing's lost in translation. You didn't forget anything or like embellish
yeah, definitely.
That doesn't happen.
No, that never happens.
Anyways, Eli to me, he's a very interesting character because he is supposed to encompass this God-like figure, this chosen, whatever you want to call it. But he himself is still flawed, and I think the scene where this is most highlighted is one of the first scenes of the movie where there's this, he's like walking west, and there's this girl that gets like assaulted. I think she gets killed. I forget.
Decapitate her. Yeah.
Yes, and he hides behind a rock, just like, this is not my mission. This is not my blah 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 blah.
It's stay on the path. It's not your concern.
There you go. See, you paid attention.
I did. Yes.
Anyways. Which you would think that someone who is playing a godlike figure would go and help the innocent people and protect them, because that's just like in their nature type thing. But Eli doesn't do that at the beginning of the movie. It isn't until, I don't like these looks. It isn't until later on in the movie when he talks to, or when not acquires, but Zolara joins him and he kind of relearns or he goes on to practice the things of Christianity, and he himself later on says like, "Oh, I forgot my way, I forgot my whatever," which can go into a little bit of like
he says, "I spent so much of my life like protecting the book instead of following what it says," or something like that, right?
And I think that's a very interesting character, a very interesting dynamic, because in these movies you would typically just see like someone who's kind of like put on a pedestal and how they're like, "Oh, this is the way to do it," but he is self-aware that, "Oh, I was not following these sort of practices, these sort of things, and I lost my way," which I think that is interesting, considering he is depicted as this godlike figure. Okay. There's my first. Okay. Yay!
That's 0.1 of 7.
0.1. Okay. 2. I think religion.
We're gonna be here forever.
Well, you guys are allowed to intervene.
I want Avery to. I mean,
you're gonna experience what it's like for us. You're gonna just talk for 20 minutes, and we're not gonna say anything. So keep going.
Okay. The second thing that I like about this movie is that this movie presents the positives and the negatives of religion. The positives more so through Eli's character, and the negatives through Carnegie's. What?
Okay.
No?
I don't see it, but sure, go ahead.
In what way?
I don't think it's like a positive negative. I think it's just that they both have different like uses of the Bible or like the book.
And one.
But I don't think that's like a positive or negative of the thing. Like I think that's a different thing. You know?
It's up. That's not.
I think that's just two
I
different.
you're talking about.
I understand your.
Alex didn't watch the movie.
Doesn't want to be here.
I understand like what you're saying of like. Yeah, it's kind of like less, it's more like this, I don't know, religion is a precious thing, but like if somebody like kind of, I don't know, takes the wrong things from it, then that can end badly. But I feel like the movie in the end still kind of prioritizes as like, this, you need to follow this specific thing in order for the world to
It's
be
Christian
saved.
propaganda.
Like,
that's
it
what
feels
not though. No.
Okay, well, why do you think it's
I
not?
think that's such a simplified thing of what the movie is saying.
Because you're saying that the only negative aspects of the movie are in Carnegie's character, but I don't think that's a negative of the religion. I think that's just like a different side of like a different how there's people who have other perceptions of the Bible and different uses for the Bible. Mm-hmm. I don't think that's a negative in the religion itself. I think the movie presents Christianity as like the right path.
It shows how religion is a bunch of beliefs and stuff like that, or stories, and you take kind of what you want from it. Carnegie uses it to manipulate people, or wants to use it to manipulate and control people, whereas Eli, he doesn't inflict it on people by any means, but he kind of...
But Eli's character is that basically if you follow Christianity, you're good. Like, this is like, you have to follow it this way, and that's the path.
But he's flawed, though. That's the thing that I love so much.
I think the end of the movie reinforces this.
The end of the movie,
they make the book, the leather-bound book, and they put it on a shelf next to other religious texts.
Next to the Quran, next to like the Hebrew text.
So I think the point is like, now that we have the Bible, like now,
That's not how
like we had all this other shit, but now that we've got the Bible,
that's the main book.
That's the good one.
Yeah,
I interpreted it differently.
I think it's also because there's so much emphasis on like the book itself. Where it's like this specific thing is going to, like, literally in the description for the movie, it says, like, he holds the book that has, the power to save humanity, right? It's like there's so much emphasis on specifically the Bible itself, rather than, maybe, like, I don't know, the values that it says. They don't even say those values. That's the thing. Like, it'll say, like, oh, you just need to trust the Bible. What is the Bible saying? What are these things that you should follow within the Bible?
Treat people the way you want to be treated.
It's in every religious book.
It's just, it feels
I think only Christians believe, like, you should be a good person.
Well, I don't know. Well, we can get into that.
I think if it went into maybe something like literally he says like, oh, I spent so much time like protecting it. I haven't actually been taking anything from it. But then it doesn't feel like we see much of what he actually takes from the Bible. Like, of course, people, when they, there are, I mean, as much as I'm not like a religious person, there are important values in the Bible. Like, I'm not going to say as if it's going to say like, oh, the important value is like killing everybody. Like, there are some things that you can take from the Bible and say, that's a really good value and I want to follow that. But you don't really see that in the movie. It's not specific enough. It just says, oh, I just need to be Christian. Like, that's really what it says.
The Bible, just as an object.
I think
the good values of the Bible, as in, like, being a good human, being a good neighbor, being a good person to, like, the people around you, is present in every other religious text in the same exact way.
They just need the Bible, and everyone. It's not even like the bad guys want. Like every character wants the Bible, and every character sees the intrinsic value in it, because that's the worldview of the writer, the creators of the movie. Is that once you have the Bible, then you have found your way, and that all this other religious stuff, like none of that really matters as long as you have the Bible. That's the big one,
Yeah,
and I feel like that's what the movie is.
I'll explain the ending.
Okay, what's your different?
No, the ending to me, how it's put on a shelf and all that. Yeah. So yes, throughout the movie there is this emphasis of we need to acquire the Bible, we need to blah 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 blah. But then they go to the safe haven sanctuary where they're preserving all the books. And the ending for me is like they make the book and they just put it on a shelf. It's not held up. It's along with other religious things because it's like preserving knowledge, is preserving ethnic ability. It's not like, oh, we have the Bible, let's put this in this glass case.
I feel like that's very clearly highlighted, like
I
above
don't
the rest.
agree.
No,
I think
but like
it's
that's
on
the
the
shot.
same
That's
shelf.
the shot.
Yeah, because they have, but there's other books in the shot. It's in the same like shelf. It's like not put up upon. It's not like, it's not Christian propaganda.
Oh, okay. What are you getting out of that? Like, where were you going? Sorry, continue.
For what?
Like, it's put on the shelf alongside the other religious books.
Yeah, it's not shown as like, oh, this is the way to go. This is like better than other religions. It's on the same level as all of them. They just want to preserve the knowledge and preserve the ethnics behind it.
To me,
that's what I
like
got out of it.
It kind of just feels like I can understand the, implication of that, of like, oh, all of these religions are important or whatever, but then it spends the rest of the movie being like, this is the book that everybody wants. He's protecting it so fearlessly because, like, he's like, oh, this is the important book, right? And so it feels like it's kind of at the end, they're like, oh yeah, by the way, like, other religions are important too. But it just spent the entire movie being like, oh, I forgot my Christian values.
The movie is about restoring the Bible and how important the Bible is. And so you can't just say at the end that, oh, the Bible's just like these other religious books, by the way, when you spend like 2 hours building so much emphasis on the importance of the Bible. I don't think that works.
Disagree.
Disagree with what?
I mean, I guess, I don't know.
No,
Continue. It's okay. Continue.
I think you're entitled to your opinion. Like, it's fine. I don't think it's a wrong interpretation of the movie. Yeah. I just disagree.
Okay, well, then I disagree with you guys.
No, that's fine. But I want to hear what you have to say.
In terms of the ending?
In terms of why you disagree. Or
like you have a whole essay. Like, defend the movie. I want to know what you have to say.
Here's my essay.
Okay.
Carnegie, okay. So, I mean, this goes into the positive negative. Do you want to go back to that? Or do you want,
sure.
I mean, okay. Well,
whatever you want to say. You lead the conversation.
I don't like leading conversations.
It's your movie. You go.
I do love this movie.
Yeah, go.
Okay, going back to Carnegie. Well,
so many paragraphs to choose from.
I know.
You want to talk about Mila Kunis, maybe?
I can talk about Mila Kunis. Can we talk about the environment of it? Because I really do like the environment.
Sure, let's talk about that.
I love the post-apocalyptic movies or dystopian. I love those types of movies. I love those movies.
I like the concept of a post-apocalyptic setting and like what that entails. I think this movie does it really badly.
Really? I like it.
I like post-apocalyptic movies. I don't know that was something you were into, but like I just think this is a bad example of that.
I think, this is again subjective, of course. I think this movie looks like shit.
Yeah.
And
no, it looks horrible.
It looks awful. It looks like you haven't seen. It looks like a Zack Snyder film.
No. It looks way worse than a Zack Snyder.
It looks like 300.
This looks like a McG movie.
McG movie.
Yeah.
This movie. It's so barren, and I know, it's post-apocalyptic, but it's so like obvious. It's like a movie set, You know what I'm trying to say? It's not natural. It's not done well. It's so obviously like there's like movie props here, or like put this building there, and it's just so like, hey, make this the most empty space possible. Like it needs to look post-apocalyptic, and in doing that, it just looks like bad. It looks so bad. I'm trying to think of a movie that does this well. You know what?
There's an obvious one, which is Mad Max. Which is literally in a desert, so it looks empty.
Right.
But like, the frame has depth to it. Like it's framed well because George Miller knows how to shoot a movie.
Right.
Not the fucking Hughes brothers that did this.
Hey, we love the Hughes. We love all Hughes brothers out there.
No, we hate any brothers named Hughes.
No.
Did you just?
You just get that?
One of the worst sets of Hughes brothers.
But no, it's so bad. I don't like that gray tint, that filter thing it has going on.
I think it's cool. I think it adds to it.
I wasn't really a fan.
I don't like it, man.
Unfortunately,
I think like for instance, Mad Max does it well, or even like a more like like The Last of Us. I think that does the post-apocalyptic setting so well. Those are great sets. It's shot well. It feels real. This movie doesn't feel real at all.
I think it's also just because like it feels like. They recorded the movie and then they put like an Instagram filter on top of it.
Yeah,
that's like.
I think that's the case with most of these 2000s.
Yeah, it's very 2000s.
It's more so just the camera work. Like it feels too much like it's doing like the whole Twilight. Like
wait,
with zoom,
you didn't like the one take?
No,
no, that was so cool.
The opening scene, especially, I was like that. That's the moment I knew I was gonna hate the movie. Like just visually.
Oh, with the cat.
Yeah.
All right.
Like it just looks like shit.
In the first 30 seconds.
Yeah. It looks bad, and the camera is just like trying to be cool, and it's doing that like mid to late 2000s, like whipping all over.
It's trying so hard to be cool. Like this is very much a movie where like people, I don't know when they made this movie. I don't know if this was like their first movie. I know nothing about these guys, but like it feels like a movie where like you watch a few movies and you're like, oh, that's kind of cool. We should put that in our movie. But none of it's inspired. None of it makes any sense. None of it's done with any purpose or real intention. It's just like there. You know, like that one take sequence. First of all, it's done badly. Second of all, there's no like real, you know, it's not inspired. That's all I can really say.
No one making this movie was inspired to do anything except just spread the gospel, I guess.
Denzel. Okay, look, I think Denzel.
Oh my god, I just discovered something.
What?
The cinematographer for this movie was also the cinematographer for 13 Going on 30.
Wow,
That's crazy.
that's
really
insane. That's
cool.
really something.
That is really something.
Denzel Washington, you know, Denzel's lucky that he is just like a charming human being. So like he can play himself in a movie and still be fine and like entertaining to watch. But in this movie, I don't know, I feel like there wasn't much acting from his side. I feel like he's just playing himself, like he's just being normal.
I hate to say it because he is a brilliant actor, but he is in a lot of slop.
Yeah.
He's in some dog shit.
Much slop. And like I can never hate on Denzel because he played Malcolm X in the movie Malcolm X, which is one of the greatest performances of all time.
Really good.
Gary Oldman, fucking Gary Oldman. The thing is,
he's great.
Gary Oldman's a good actor, but he has this thing he does. And he does it, I haven't seen the movie, but he does this in the clips I've seen of Leon the Professional. He does it in Harry Potter. He does it in this movie. He does it in fucking the Churchill movie. He has his, like, signature, like, you know, lash out moment.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Everyone! Or, you know, whatever the fuck that is. And I hate it, man. It's tacky. He's doing too much.
He does it in Planet of the Apes, too. He does it in fucking Mank.
He does it in
Mank.
Crash
out.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think it's too much. And, like, he's a fine actor. He's a good actor, so I can't hate on him too much, but yeah.
He's a good actor. He's just, it's too much always.
Yeah.
It's always too much.
I haven't seen the Churchill movie, so maybe he did something there. I don't know.
Maybe.
But
Do you know who wrote this movie? This movie is written by Gary Whitta. Do you recognize that name?
No.
He was the guy who wrote the initial story, like, treatment for Rogue One.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Oh, is that
Yeah.
your Star Wars connection?
Yeah.
I thought it was that one of the
Oh.
actors was in Ahsoka, the show.
Who?
Ray Stevenson.
Yeah.
Yes,
Who?
he is in Ahsoka.
Yeah.
Who?
He's like the bad guy, like with the beard.
No, but like in Ahsoka?
Yeah.
In this movie, he's Redbridge, who's like Gary Oldman's right-hand man. Who's like, hey, I want your daughter, by the way.
Oh! Yeah.
Yeah.
He's in
Yeah.
Thor. He's in the Thor movie.
No, okay, I'm gonna be honest.
Divergent.
This movie, regardless of what this movie would have been, I think I hate just like the concept of movies like this Christian, you know, action type of movie. I just don't like that genre of movies, just like to begin with. I think it's, I
don't really care for action movies in general, especially like Christian, like VeggieTales slop.
I like action. I think John Wick 4 is an amazing film. I think that's good action. It's great.
No, I mean, an action movie can be good. I just don't like action just for the sake of action.
Sure.
Like, it needs to be
Yeah.
a good movie.
Sure, it needs
you
to be a
know?
good movie. This is not a good movie, in my opinion. And I hate that Christian aspect of it so much. I genuinely, you know, if I was like in 2010, if I was of like, you know, a movie watching age and I was in the theaters watching this movie and it ended with that shot of the Bible and Mila Kunis walking away, I would cry. I would be so upset. I would be
I feel
so
like
upset.
though, if the Christian part isn't in it, then it's just an action movie. That's what makes it.
I told
unique.
you know I was watching this movie with Sam and I told her if this movie is just 2 hours of him roaming around and killing people and just roaming the apocalyptic wastelands, I might love this movie. It wasn't that. It tried to you know have a plot.
It's just because it feels like it's trying to say something, but like when you try to describe it, it feels like it just really dumbs down to we all need to follow the Bible. Like
I mean, it's kind of the same themes as Mad Max. It's about like creating mythology, right? Like that's what Mad Max is about. Like it's about the idea of myth passing along, like that. Like Furiosa, especially, is about
I haven't
that.
seen Furiosa.
I love
I
that
haven't
movie.
seen any Mad Maxes.
We should watch them.
We should do Fury Road.
Fury Road is really good.
Yeah.
But, you know, like, it's kind of a similar deal with those movies. Because the character of Mad Max is, like, a mythological figure. Like, there's even, like, a theory that the Mad Max from Fury Road is not the same one as, like, the Mel Gibson movies because it's just, like, a moniker of, like, it's just a guy roaming through the desert and,
Are these like
he's
a
Max.
continuous story? Or is it just like
they're all standalone?
Okay.
So the idea is it's like a campfire story of like, oh, there's this guy named Max who's wandering through the desert.
It's like Clint Eastwood.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
He just stumbles upon the movie and he just becomes a part of the narrative.
Okay.
And so those movies deal with the idea of like the mythological figure in a post-apocalyptic world that doesn't have like, you know, it doesn't have that attachment to the old world.
Yeah.
So it's about like these old ideas being retold as myth and creating new myth, and like a new society also means creating a new mythology, and all these ideas that go throughout all the movies, which is similar to this movie. It's about the idea of myth being preserved and creating like new myths and you know, stuff like that. But the difference is that Mad Max deals with myth as a theme, and it explores that with nuance, whereas this movie deals with it in the context of just, you know, the Bible, and the whole message is just like the Bible. That's pretty cool, isn't it? And so it does dumb it down with like that specificity, where it's not really about myth as a thematic concept, it's just about the Bible.
Yeah, I don't like the focus on the Bible and all of that stuff, and I think it's trying to be a bigger movie than it is. I mentioned Clint Eastwood. I think this movie takes a lot from Clint Eastwood movies. I think it takes a lot from a movie like High Plains Drifter, where Clint Eastwood comes upon this town, and the town is basically like a representation of hell. And turns out the plot twist at the end of the movie is that Clint Eastwood was the devil who like burns this town down. I think that's a really interesting thing, and again, that's leaning into this whole mythology idea. Also, by the way, religious movies, I don't have anything against religious movies. I like a lot of religious movies. I think like, I'm trying to think. I think Silence by Scorsese is a great religious movie. I think Andrei Rublev is a great religious movie. I can't think of any. Tree of Life is a religious movie that I like. So I don't have anything against religious movies.
But those movies are about things aside from just the religion.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, they use it to inform what the movie's actually about.
Right. They're
Which
using
is,
religion as a tool to like drive the narrative forward.
Exactly.
like Amadeus, right? Like
Amadeus,
Amadeus isn't
Or, like,
about religion. It's about like all these other things, but religion informs Salieri's point of view. It tells you something about his character, which then influences the other themes of the movie.
Or, like,
it isn't just about Christianity.
Society of the Snow too.
That's
like,
about religion.
Yeah.
Or you know what? A more direct movie, and I will say this: I haven't seen this movie entirely, so this is take this with a grain of salt. But The Last Temptation of Christ by Scorsese again is a movie about Jesus, right? And that's very directly about religion. But I believe the movie is telling a story about humanity and what it means to be human and stuff like that through the lens of Jesus and through the lens of religion. And this movie, The Book of Eli, is just like pushing forward that religion agenda in my eyes. And it's hard for me to look at this movie as anything but Christianity propaganda. Like, truly it is. Because I don't get it, I know you're saying that, though, at the end, the Bible is on the same level as, these other books.
If it was Christian propaganda, though, I feel like it would be more preachy. Cause
I think it's preachy.
I don't, though, because you don't see Eli, inflicting it on anyone. You don't see, him being,
he's constantly reading Bible verses.
Because Solara has an interest in it. It's not like he's like,
but
this is the only way.
But he's reading it to the audience. That's for the audience to hear.
He quotes it all the time.
But I don't see that. I feel like if it
you
was
don't
Christian
think the movie
propaganda,
has this implication of, follow the Bible, that's the right path?
Not entirely. That's not.
But he keeps quoting the Bible, and then characters go, "Oh, that's a really good passage. That's really."
Because they've never heard other literature before. It's not like there's
I know, but I feel like
it's not like if it was more preachy or propaganda, then they wouldn't highlight the negatives of that can come from religion. They're not highlighting they're highlighting the fact that Carnegie is like the devil. He's like this bad guy who wants to use religion for bad purposes, right? He's basically like an insert for the devil. Yes, which can happen
which is part of the
religion.
Right, it's part of the religion. That's not a negative aspect of the religion.
It's
That's just part
of what
of
happens when religion or the Bible, for example, falls in the wrong hands.
No,
I don't.
I can't convey this
as,
point.
I feel like the issue with it is that it focuses too much on the Bible itself and not the values that are supposedly so important. I feel like if you are saying that it's it's not the Bible over everything else, it's all religion, the importance of faith and all of these values that it's trying to represent. But we don't see any of those values actually play any part in the story itself. It almost just feels like he's just trying to protect this book and then he's like, oh, you know, I lost myself. But like, what values is he talking about? Like, it doesn't feel like he really references the importance to religion for himself or for any of these people, and why it would help bring the society back to, like, you know, I don't know, like a peaceful world. Instead, he's just like, oh, we just need to create this Bible.
Right.
And then it just ends there.
That's a better way of putting that point. Where everyone wants the Bible, Eli wants the Bible, and Carnegie wants the Bible, and Carnegie's like, oh, it's going to reform society. But, like, why? Why would somebody want to follow the book? Why would somebody want to be part of this? I understand
your point of, like, oh, he lost himself. He got so stuck in, like, oh, he just wanted to protect the book rather than actually learning anything from it. But it doesn't feel like we see him learn from it afterwards anyways. So we kind of just don't understand, like, why. It just feels like this, like, you know, pointless chase to just, like, you know, go west and then, like, print it out. And then it's like, okay, so what now?
Eli
right?
is like this, you know, really cold, cool character who has, like, no emotion or, like, whatever, you know, this really cool guy who can kill a bunch of people. But that doesn't work with the story that the movie's trying to tell with the Bible and how it's, like, so personal and how it's so impactful, because it doesn't feel impactful for him, at least through my eyes, you know.
I see that, but I still disagree. I don't, like, I get your perspective.
Wait,
but
earlier when I said, like, why would people follow the Bible, you were gonna say something. What were you gonna say?
Why would people what?
Like, you know, Sam said, like, the movie doesn't really mention its values, the values of the Bible, and why people would follow the Bible.
Well, people I think have an inherent belief to just want to believe in something. That's just inherently in humans.
No, but that's true. But they have other books that are there that they could believe in.
Right.
Yeah.
And the whole point is, like, those aren't good enough. We need the Bible.
Right.
I don't see. Once again, I just don't
but
get
why
that
is
from
everyone
the
in
ending.
search of the Bible? If the idea is that people just want to believe in something, why can't they believe in any of the other religious books they already have? Right. Why is it this need to? We have to look for the Bible specifically.
It's preserving human knowledge and preserving the ethnics behind it. I mean, I feel like we're talking. So that's just what I get of it.
What do you mean
and that's
by
different.
that? What do you mean by that?
Because so
like, it's just the missing piece of the puzzle. Like, we need that book. Like
no, but there's other pieces. Okay, can we all agree that, like, literature is very important in society, humanity to a degree was, like, built upon literature, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I think with, like, texts, like religious texts or other sort of texts, like, there is a lot to be said about human history and human, like, knowledge and human, like, how we went about believing and doing things. So I think for me at the end, it's just getting another chapter of humanity type thing.
But isn't the movie saying that everyone's gonna, like, society's gonna come back if they believe in the Bible? Isn't that what the movie's doing?
I mean, I get yes and no, but, like,
the movie's doing that. That's
the
entire
but,
movie.
like, I feel like at the, like, yes, the, like, point of, like, the whole Carnegie and all that, he's trying to use it to manipulate people to get them to believe in him, whereas Eli just kind of wants to preserve the Bible. But I don't.
Eli wants to preserve the Bible so that people will read it and people will follow its words, right? So is the movie not?
I feel like along with the other ones though.
The movie. I don't think the movie is about the preservation of the Bible. I think it's about the preservation of the Bible and the fact that it needs to be spread and people need to follow it to restore society.
I think if it was trying to be spread, though, he would have done that. Eli,
he did. He preserved the book. Yeah, and then Mila Kunis spread the word. I think that's what the ending is.
I don't see Mila Kunis spreading the word.
What do you think the ending is?
I think she just goes off to, like, save her mom from Carnegie.
And then what? That can't be the ending.
Well,
like,
that's it for me. Like, I feel like if he wanted to spread the Bible, he wouldn't go to towns. Like, he would be more preachy to the other civilians in the towns and the stuff like that.
That's, like, his, like, quote-unquote arc, is that by the end he does do that. They make the book for other people to read.
He recites the entire book from memory.
And, like,
that's as preachy as it gets.
I mean, I disagree. We'll agree to disagree.
I think, like, isn't one of the last lines of the movie, like, oh, you know, I've gone on my path and now you must, like, do yours.
Yeah, now you must go on your path.
And so it feels very much like, kind of like, you know how he's like, oh, like, God spoke to me and said I need to go on this. It almost feels like he's now doing this to Mila Kunis and being like, spread the word now that I can't do it.
Mila Kunis saving her mother is not a difficult task. The entire, like, gang that Carnegie has broken down. He's fucking limp. Like, it's really easy to get her mom back.
Sure.
That's not, like, her big path. Her big path is spreading the word.
But also, her mom turned on him. So the idea is that, like, I'm gonna get my mom and we're gonna start, like, a new wave of people that will preach this religion.
Exactly.
And like once like literally in the description of the movie, it's like this is the book that's gonna like save humanity. So it feels like it's implying that like there is going to be something that's gonna lead to like, you know, humanity is gonna be saved from this like dystopian, like, you know, evil world by the spread of like, you know,
and you have that whole scene where like Mila Kunis is like, you know, kneeling over like Eli's grave, being like, you know, like it's implied that she's gonna, you know, I remember you, I know what you did for the world, and I'm gonna carry it forward, that type of thing.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And also her mother's like this blind woman, and I'm sure there's some religious implications with that.
I was so worried that he was actually going to be like when I saw that there was a blind character, I'm like, this is the type of movie that they're going to have a reason to have a blind character beyond just having like blind representation. And it did turn out because of the like, you know, book and braille, but I was so worried that like, you know, he was actually going to become Jesus. And like be like, you are now healed from your blindness or something like that.
That would have been good.
Because doesn't he literally do that like in the Bible?
He does a lot of things.
He does a lot of things.
Yeah, he does.
There's a
Eli's
line in the
blind.
Bible about like I was blind but now I see, or isn't that's the thing in the Bible? Something like that.
No.
I'm not sure.
I know the "Let there be light" line. That's pretty good.
Well, he says
He
that.
says that, yeah.
I just think at the end of the day, Hollywood would never make a movie like this about like the Quran. Like
It wouldn't, because you're not supposed to follow that religion. That's
Right.
like the bad one. That's the bad one.
Yeah.
You're supposed to follow Christianity. That's the whole point.
Yeah. But,
Yeah.
you know, I respect her
Yeah.
point of view, I guess, if I have to.
Guys.
Like,
But, you
your
know.
point of view isn't bad. If anything, if the movie was expressing that in more, like, in a more effective way to us, like, I feel like it would work. I feel like the concept itself is kind of already preachy, just because it's like, just even in the description of like, this is the book that's going to save humanity.
The existence of this movie and the story behind it, to me, is very icky
Yeah.
and preachy by
But, like,
itself.
I do-
regardless
like-
of what the movie does. It just is.
Like, I think if it did take more of a route of like actually like kind of like, I don't know, showing like the faults of like, I don't know, I understand your perspective, but I just don't think the movie was very effective.
You know what? A tiny change they could have made that would have made me like the movie more
What?
is if the religious book was just unnamed. Like if it wasn't specifically the Bible, it was just this is a religious book that everyone wants. Because then you could
like
like
that.
project any religion onto
Exactly.
it.
Because yeah, like I feel like the idea that like religion and like belief and like these stories are important to humanity is like a that's a very true
And
thing.
I do
But
agree
it's-
with what you're saying about like preserving knowledge and like the idea of religion being passed down through like this post-apocalyptic future. That's fine. It's too much of an emphasis on one specific religion.
And with that in mind, what even is the implication when it's sat next to the other religious texts? Like, what is the implication? I feel like the only implication there is that this is the book. We had these other books, and like Alex said, they just weren't good enough, but now we have the Bible.
They got them all now.
No, but
The
we have
whole
the
collection.
Bible.
Yeah,
the
the whole
Bible's the main
collection.
one.
We got all the
It's-
Infinity Stones. But I feel like the movie isn't communicating that. Like, no one ever says we have all this stuff where we're missing just this one. It's always like, this is the important one that we're all in search of. I feel like that's, like, they say that, right? No one's really talking about the idea of preserving the breadth of human knowledge.
No one cares about
Like,
that.
I get that point of view. I get why you would think that, and that's fine. But I feel like I just don't get any of that from the movie.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's fair.
I don't know.
We'll go final ratings then.
Do you have any other points you wanted to speed through in your essay?
I think Mila Kunis is great in this movie. This is a very unique
Why does she
role.
look like that in this movie?
do you
She looks
mean?
like she's in a commercial, like she's modeling for like a photo shoot or something.
What?
And everybody
She
else
doesn't
looks like
fit within
shit.
the world at all.
She
I'm
doesn't
sorry.
fit in at all. She has like dyed hair and everything. She has like white teeth, like everything. Like she has makeup on. She has mascara on, and everyone else looks like shit. And she's like, you know, in a Dior commercial or something.
She's just gorgeous.
Because she's like
man.
the young daughter that like they're pimping out to people.
Yeah.
We don't have water, but like, if you want mascara, we have a bunch of
Yeah.
that. And like, you know,
And, like her face is so like clear, and like her
Yeah.
hair is somehow.
My issue is more that that
and this is a
character
unique role for her.
that character feels like she should be younger. Like it feels like a Last of Us type thing of like the
Joel and Ellen.
yeah, like the younger companion.
Mm.
I feel like she's just a bit too old for that character. But I don't know.
Okay. Final ratings, guys. I can say mine. This is a 10 for me. I fucking love this movie. I really, really love this movie. I think it does a good job at highlighting all.
Portrait of
You gave
Living
it a 10?
I did give this a 10. I really do love this movie.
A 10 out of 10.
Happy
I
Pride
love
Month,
this movie.
everybody.
No, like a perfect movie?
I really like this movie.
Why did you not like it the first time?
I just don't think I didn't like the ending. I didn't like the religious aspect of it.
So what changed? Did you, in your personal life, become religious or
I'm
something?
super Christian
Yeah.
now. I'm like, yes. I don't know. Genuinely, I don't know, but I really like it now.
And you saw it, like you had that change of opinion the last time you saw it, but then you saw it again after that, and you still love it, right?
Yeah. I
Okay.
rewatched it this morning.
And
Yeah.
you
Like
and you
my
say
essay.
that you're not like religious.
I'm
at
not
all.
religious.
But
This is like the best religious movie I've seen.
have you seen any religious movies?
I've seen some.
Hmm.
A good handful. I don't seek them out because I don't like those movies. But
Did you like VeggieTales as a kid? That seems like something you'd be into.
I've never seen VeggieTales.
Oh,
I'm
I did.
sorry. Okay.
Yeah, there was like
Did
a
you-
summer camp or something I used to go to, and then I got there, and it was like, actually, this is Bible camp, and I was like,
Oh,
oh
man.
no, and
They
we
got
watched
me.
VeggieTales, and I
Yeah.
never went back.
Damn.
Alex, what's your rating?
Oh. I will give it a generous 3 out of 10. It should be
Okay.
lower, but that's what I'm giving. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Okay.
I also gave it a 3 out of 10.
Aww.
Sorry, Avery.
I gave this a 2 out of 10. I added an extra half star because Tom Waits is in this movie, and I really like Tom Waits. I love the scene in the shop where Tom Waits and Denzel are talking, and Denzel's like, I have some KFC wipes for you. And also, I love the product placement in this movie. That was one of my favorite parts.
yeah.
I love the Beats headsets that he's wearing, and the Motorola, speaker and the GMC car. I like those parts of the movie.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, 2 out of 10 for me. I was about to give it half a star, but I was like,
I don't
there's.
think it's that bad.
It's not half star bad. I think I will say I liked some of the action stuff. I thought that was pretty cool.
I didn't.
I liked it. I think him cutting people's heads off with like just that knife is pretty cool actually.
I like when Mila Kunis threw the grenade. That was funny. And that's the only action beat I liked.
No, I like the action. I liked it when he did like a Leon and he like parried the chainsaw with his knife. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
What else did I like about the movie? Is there anything?
The
no.
score. Atticus Ross did the score for this.
Did he?
He did the score for this. This is true.
Not Trent Reznor.
Not Trent
Just-
Reznor. He backed out of this one. That's
Well,
real.
now we know who the talented one was.
It's like a Coen Brothers situation. It's like, yeah, I know who is making those movies.
Yeah. Well, that's all. Like, even Denzel Washington's not a positive, sadly.
Damn.
Sucks,
He
man.
doesn't do good blind acting.
Denzel. Wait. What?
What?
Wait.
What?
Am I? Wait. Is he blind in the movie?
Yes.
He's blind in the entire
Oh
movie?
my! Did you not get that,
Wait.
guys? Oh my god!
He literally can read Braille!
Are you
Close up on his
kidding me?
eyes.
Oh my god.
Are you kidding me? You didn't get that? That's like a pretty. He was on his fucking phone. I said that like
did
twice
not.
during this discussion. Did you not
didn't
even listen to me?
Wait.
He was on his phone and he's not listening.
He's
No.
on X the Everything app.
He's on
No.
X.
He just said blind acting. I was like, wait. 'Cause
Yeah, he's blind in this.
I thought he could just like read Braille or something. He was blind the entire
he was
movie?
blind,
He
yes.
was blind.
There's no way he was
Yeah.
blind the entire movie.
No, I
There's
will
the
say
big reveal
to
where
him.
it shows it's Braille and then it does the close up on his eyes and it's like white.
I will say, when I first watched this movie, I was very much like, yeah, there's no way a blind person could do all that. There are hints in his acting that he is blind, just on like his mannerisms. And I do like respect.
And he's also always wearing sunglasses too.
Well, they all are.
Well, yeah.
It still
But,
hides
like,
the
it
fact
hides-
that he's not good
yeah.
at blind acting.
Sure, yeah.
He doesn't have to do the thing.
I can't believe I just realized that. I'm so
Oh
sorry.
my
That's
god.
crazy.
He
You
wasn't
know what?
paying
To make
attention.
this is a 3-star movie. Avery, good job.
I think that's fair.
Yeah, I'm so
6
sorry.
out of 10, let's go. Alright, he said 3 stars.
Oh, sorry, no, I
Out
meant
of 10.
3 out of 10. Sorry, 3 out of 10,
Oh.
sorry.
You
6
think he
out of
bumped it
10.
that much?
Come
I
on.
don't know. A girl can dream.
I'm
Alright,
sorry.
connections.
You shouldn't have any dreams.
Connection. Oh my god.
Jesus Christ.
Connections.
God, that's crazy. Wow. I really didn't think he was blind, man. He was having like normal
was-
conversations and everything. I was like, that's cool.
Okay. That was like a big.
Even blind people can also be.
I didn't. No, that's not what I mean. I meant like I thought he was moving like a
Like a normal.
No. He was moving like a
normal person.
He was moving like a person who has eyesight. I'm sorry, and I just didn't catch that. I thought the plot twist was that the book was in Braille and he knows Braille. I don't know. People know Braille. I don't know.
All right, connections.
Oh man.
There are really
There's no
like
connections this episode.
connections.
Are there any biblical allusions
No.
in Portrait of a Lady on
I
Fire?
mean, I'd say
Probably.
Okay, you good.
there are two important books:
Yeah, I was that too.
the Bible
yeah.
and the book that with the page number.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
both about like looking
Oh yeah. You know what? That's
I mean, yeah,
the
that's
gaze.
fair.
and not looking.
because he can't look.
He's
You know?
blind.
Yeah.
Are there actions? You're laughing.
What's so funny?
Just like looking and not looking.
I got nothing, man.
Are there
You're
action
not
scenes
wrong,
in Portrait
like,
of a Lady on
No,
Fire?
they're very
Going on
different
X the Everything
movies.
app.
Oh, God.
No, guys, please.
Guys, we gotta wrap it so Sam can go to work on time.
Fuck, I work today, man. Fuck that shit.
For like 3 hours. Calm
Anyways, thank you all for listening. Go watch the
We're
Book of
sorry
Eli.
for
down.
the
Go
hate
watch
crime we
Portrait
did.
of a Lady on Fire.
Yeah.
It's a really good movie. Happy Pride Month.
Happy
This
Pride Month.
one-
Watch Book of
Right.
Eli.
This
Be gay,
episode
do crimes.
is
And
gonna
watch
be
Book of
blocked,
Eli.
where you can only watch this if you're either gay or Christian.
No.
You have to be a gay Christian to be listening
Yeah.
to this
No,
episode.
well,
actually.
there goes
We need
our
your
entire
opinions.
audience.
There goes everyone. Yeah. If there's any
Like
gay,
only gay people can watch this. Everybody can still watch it.
if
It
there's any,
doesn't change the viewership.
No.
at
if there's
all.
any gay people out there who enjoyed the Book of Eli, please let us know. I'm very,
Yeah.
Yeah, genuine.
I'd
Let's
love to know
see.
what you enjoy about like about this movie.
Yeah.
You'll be the only one.
Anyways, happy Pride Month. Watch gay movies. They're the best. And yeah.
True. Thank you for
Avengers
listening.
Endgame.
Avengers.
Yeah.
Okay.
What?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Gay movie.
Is it?
Yeah.
How?
Joe Russo is gay in that movie.
Okay.
The director.
Joe Russo. Oh my God, he is so true in the therapy scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's in like a support group and he's like, I'm so gay and sad because my gay boyfriend got Thanos snapped.
I hate it when that happens.
God, I love Avengers Endgame.
Okay, thanks. Bye.
Bye.